more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And this one complete to Virgil Green. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action here on first down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Second down now after the incompletion. Simeon throwing again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Now the former Utah man, this is Devontae Booker, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Simeon and the offense stay and punt. They'll go on fourth down. They are going to go with Simeon. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Eagles will take over here in just a second on offense. And Charles, as you look back to the Super Bowl title run that they just had, what were some of the moves that made that possible?
I'll keep it on the offensive side of the ball because I thought their front office did a fantastic job of having answers in case things happen. Carson Wentz goes out. Well, they had signed Nick Foles to back him up. That worked out pretty well. Getting Alshon Jeffrey as a weapon outside to help them in the passing game. Darren Sproles gets hurt at running back. Corey Clement was signed as an undrafted free agent. He filled in well, and they traded for Jay Ajayi. And how about Jason Peters losing the all-world left tackle? And Halapoulivaati Vaitai, who they drafted the year before, filled in quite capably. They had answers for everything they needed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage is come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Now Foles. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Denver Broncos, they missed out on the playoffs for the second straight year. Their offense coming back onto the field here, and that's coming off that Super Bowl 50 win. I don't know that we expected them to go back-to-back-to-back or anything like that, but I certainly don't think we saw them missing the playoffs the last 2 years, right?
No, you're correct on that one. And a big part of it is, what's one of those old adages in sports, that defense travels and defense is a constant? Well, the Broncos' defense has been exactly that. I mean, look, they were third overall in total defense in 2017. So the idea that they're going to drop to that type of a record with a defense that good, that just tells you about all the offensive struggles they've had.
Yeah, we mentioned the quarterback troubles, and just 5-11 in 2017 for Denver. They will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. First down throw, Simeon. He finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run the counter now. It's Anderson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an X.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes this one back into the
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Newton's Panthers going up against Foles Eagles.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Carolina Panthers. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And that'll set them back 5. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. They run again with Ajayi. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart, and he will lose. Yardage back to the 34-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Here's Newton now on second down. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles, the backup quarterback turned MVP?
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Mario Addison in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Aguilar has it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective. Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi, 32 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff as they'll take over with the ball 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He's going to go deep for Funch. That's caught at the 25. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there for Carolina. 48 yards. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Now Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jalen Mills. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But third MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
He had all the way back to Kurt Warner in, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They set up the screen to Ajayi. Given 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll look to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
They're going to look to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Panthers will get the football back. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be resigned, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Vinny Curry able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And now running right through it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watt.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 40.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Vols Eagles going up against Keenum's Vikings.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. Fighting him off. They'll start out on the ground with Ajayi. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll set up a throw. Hurts over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. Give him 11 on the gain there, and it'll be a Philadelphia first down.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you were able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The timing is so important. That ball's got to be out of the hands of the quarterback and to the receiver like that. And if it is, you often get a very successful play.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back to throw now on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Foles drops it off to Ajayi, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face a third down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. And that is incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're going ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on fourth down. Here's Foles. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So another 4th down upcoming, and they're 2 for 2 already on 4th down on this drive. I think they're going to go for it again.
Seems to be their M.O., doesn't it?
It certainly does.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On 1st down, Keenum. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to him.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Leopard! Detroit! Now let's go! 3-19! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
A shotgun snap for Keenum. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. They will go for it. It's Keenum. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.